The sun was dipping low over my sprawling Texas ranch, painting the sky in fiery oranges, when I heard the crunch of gravel under tires. A sleek black SUV rolled up my driveway, followed by two more, each gleaming like they'd been polished for a parade. Out stepped Karen Vanderholt, her platinum blonde hair teased into a helmet, her designer heels sinking into the dirt. She clutched a clipboard like a weapon, her lips curled into a smirk that screamed she owned the world. Behind her, three lackeys in matching polo shirts fanned out, eyeing my property like vultures circling a carcass. I leaned against my porch railing, my old army cap tilted low, and felt my blood simmer. They weren't from any HOA I'd ever heard of, and I'd lived here for 20 years. Karen's voice cut through the evening air, sharp as a blade. "Mr. Callahan, your ranch is a disgrace to the community. Unkempt fields, rusted equipment, and that hideous barn? We're here to enforce compliance." She waved her clipboard, listing violations I'd never seen documented. Her posse nodded, one snapping photos, another scribbling notes. I squinted at the paper she shoved toward Mephinsey letterhead, but the logo looked like it was slapped together in a hurry. Something was off. These weren't HOA folks. They were imposters, and they'd picked the wrong ranch to mess with. I'd spent 2 decades building this place after retiring from the Army, where I'd earned a Silver Star for pulling my squad out of an ambush in Fallujah. Every fence post, every bale of hay was a testament to my sweat and solitude. I wasn't about to let some self-entitled con artist tear it down. "Ma'am," I said, keeping my voice steady, "I don't recall joining any HOA. You got proof?" Karen's eyes narrowed, her smile tightening. "Proof? We're the authority here. Step aside, or we'll fine you into bankruptcy." Her lackeys smirked, one kicking over a stack of firewood for emphasis. That's when I knew this wasn't just a scam, it was personal. As Karen strutted toward my barn, spray, kin in hand, ready to deface it with NON compliant, in red paint, I started piecing it together. A month ago, I turned down a shady developer's offer to buy my land for a strip mall. Word around town was he'd hired enforcers to pressure holdouts like me. Karen was their ringleader, a hired gun with a fake title and a vendetta. But she didn't know who she was dealing with. I slipped inside, grabbed my phone, and hit record. If she wanted to fight, I'd give her one of me way. The truth unraveled faster than a cheap sweater. I called my buddy Tom, a county clerk who'd seen every scam in the book. While Karen and her crew trashed my fence, tossing tools and scattering feed, Tom confirmed my suspicions. No HOA existed within 50 miles of my ranch. The documents were forgeries, and Karen's authority was as real as a $3 bill. But there was a twist. Tom mentioned a name, Clara, my neighbor's teenage daughter, who'd been spotted sneaking around with one of Karen's lackeys. Clara, sweet kid, always helped me mend fences, but she'd been acting strange lately. Had she been roped into this? I confronted Clara that evening, away from Karen's prying eyes. Her face crumpled as she admitted she'd been blackmailed. Karen's crew had caught her shoplifting a one-time mistake and threatened to ruin her college prospects unless she fed them info about my ranch. "I didn't want to, Mr. Callahan," she sobbed. "They said they'd make it quick." My anger softened. Clara wasn't the enemy. She was a kid caught in a trap. I promised to protect her, but first, I had to take down Karen. The next morning, Karen returned with a bigger crew 6 goons, armed with clipboards and a tow truck to confiscate my tractor. The air crackled with tension as I stood on my porch, my old service rifle propped casually against the railing. Not loaded, but they didn't know that. "You're trespassing," I said, loud enough for the neighbors, now peeking from their windows to hear. Karen laughed, her diamond earrings glinting. "You're just a washed-up soldier. This land's ours now." That's when Clara stepped out from behind my barn, phone in hand, live streaming to the local community group on X. The tide turned fast. Clara's stream showed Karen's crew defacing my property, spray painting my barn, ripping up my vegetable garden, even slashing my truck's tires. The comments exploded. "That's Callahan's place. He's a hero. Who are these frauds?" Neighbors started showing up, armed with pitchforks and phones, filming every move. Karen's smug grin faltered as she realized she was outnumbered. Then Tom arrived with the sheriff, who'd been tracking this scam for weeks. Karen's forged documents didn't hold up under scrutiny, and her lackeys scattered like roaches when the cuffs came out. But Karen wasn't done. She lunged at me, screeching, "You'll regret this, you nobody." I sidestepped, years of combat instincts kicking in, and she tripped over a hay bale, landing face first in the mud. The crowd gasped then laughed. Her designer dress was ruined, her clipboard snapped in half. The sheriff hauled her up, reading her rights as she spat insults. Clara, tears streaming, apologized again, but I hugged her. "You did good, kid. You stood up." The live stream hit thousands of views, exposing Karen's scam to the world. Her enforcement empire crumbled overnight. As the sun set on my ranch, now scarred but still standing, I felt a weight lift. The neighbors stayed, helping me clean up, their kids replanting my garden. Clara started a fundraiser to fix my truck, and the community rallied around it. I'd fought wars overseas, but this battle defending my home, my peace felt just as vital. Karen faced charges for fraud, vandalism, and extortion, her name plastered across X as a cautionary tale. I didn't need revenge. Her own arrogance had buried her. Standing on my porch, I looked out at the land I'd fought for, both in war and now. Life's about standing your ground, not just for yourself, but for those who can't like Clara, like the next person Karen might have targeted. I'm no hero, just a man who knows right from wrong. What do you think? When does standing up cross the line? And when is it just? Share your thoughts. I am listening.